Hey guys, Dwoodog here. Sunday, March 10th. Got a little goodie from Amazon. So, can't do much outside when it's minus, well, it's about 3 or 4 degrees today, but something like that. 4 degrees, you know, that's as cold as the inside of your fridge. It's like working inside the fridge. No thanks, man. Still got to get this Ram 1500 radiator done, which is busting my bees because I can't get out there and do it because it's too cold. I'm not mucking around with the water and all that crap when it's like 3 degrees out. So I'm thinking maybe next weekend. So, but anyways, let's open this thing, see what we got. So, saw this on South Main Auto, and this guy named Eric O was using it, and I've watched a lot of his videos, and you know, sometimes after you watch something long enough, finally you give in and want to buy it. So, let's see what it is. Oh, it's got a little weight behind it. Here we go. Astro Tools. 900 lumen wireless rechargeable LED slim light with top flashlight, USB-C dual wireless quick charging pad. Give you a look there. Might be a little dark because the light's not so great, but you get the idea. Let's open her up. Need a little knife again. Pro tip, guys, when you're opening your packages, don't have the blade like that. Just have it sticking out enough to cut the cardboard or cut the packing tape. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. That's the quick charging pad. And this would be the light. Can you make that out there? 900 lumens. Model 90SL. I'll give you a look at the box. And got some glare here. 90SL. There she is. Pause it wherever you need to. So, yeah, it's got a little weight to it. I assume most of it's the magnet in the back. And there is the model number of the pad, the charging pad and all that. It's just like your phone when you have a wireless charging pad on the phone for your phone in your car or something like that. Okay. Come on, quit rocking, you friggin' thing. Let's take a look at the charging pad first. $900 lumen. That's a lot. Apparently it's got magnets on the back. Input voltage 5 volts, 2000 milliamps. Output voltage to each pad 5 volts, 1000 milliamps. There's where you plug it in. Well, it looks like it takes USB-C and USB-A. Alright, let's have a look at the main attraction here. I gotta get some better light for making videos, man. I think. I don't know. Maybe I should open the other end first. Don't matter. This is probably the cord, the USB cord. Some little odds and sods papers. Probably some little bogus instructions. What do you reckon this is? Warranty registration. Keep that aside for later. Important notice. We understand that your time is valuable. In order to reduce any downtime that you may experience as a result of a broken part. Well, it's just some customer service stuff. All repairs must be sent to Astro Pneumatic Tools, Santa Anita Avenue, South El Monte, California. Living in the south east end of British Columbia, Canada. I can assume anything I'm sending to the States to get repaired, I'd be lucky if I saw it back within probably 2 months. Let's have a look what this is. I'm pretty sure it's the USB cord. I don't think there's a AC plug with this thing. I think it's just strictly... Oh, it is. Hey, look at that. You get a little AC plug adapter. Cool. So you're off to the races right away. Okay, and this is your USB-A to USB-C cord there. And that obviously plugs right into your flashlight. Alright, well, one end plugs into here, obviously. No LEDs by the look of it on this thing. So, well, there's LEDs on the flashlight, so that don't matter. See? Alright, let's have a look at the old flashlight. Looks packaged pretty good. I think it's got some tape around it. Looks like it's got a bit of tape around it to me. There we go. Be careful cutting this thing so I don't cut light or dig into it. Well, I'll tell you right now, this thing's got a little weight behind it, guys. This thing does have a little bit of weight behind it. Oh, and it's got a metal hook for hanging it. And a rotating base for the magnet. And it's got a little cushion so it doesn't scratch what you're putting the magnet on. And I think you can charge it from the side because it's got a little lightning bolt picture. And I don't know if you can charge it. I think you can charge it from the bottom too. We'll see. It clips right onto the magnet. And clips right on that way too, and the magnet is strong enough to hold it up. So I think the idea is you can clamp this to the side of your toolbox or something and let it charge. Now, as far as the little cushion on the bottom goes, it's okay. I give this thing, as far as it just being able to stand up on its own, the wobbly factor out of 10, I give it a 6. Wouldn't take much to bump this thing and knock it over. You'd have to make sure the magnet part here is straight too. I'm barely touching it and it's a little bit wobbly. But, oh, and you can also just charge it with a USB-C cable. You can just pull this little rubber weather protector off here and plug your USB-C cable right in. You don't need the wireless charging pad. The wireless charging pad is nice because you just plunk it on there and start yourself charging. I don't see any rotating wheels or anything to dim it, so I assume it just dims on through the on-off switch. Let's have a look at what the instructions say. Just quickly here. Ooh, 150 lumen flashlight. So that's the tip. It's got a little light on the tip here too, but it's only 150 lumens. Like, in my opinion, that's not very bright. 150 lumens is like a night light almost. Charge level lights, 4500 milliamp battery, USB-C quick charger, on-off switch, press and hold for dimming, double press for turbo mode. Oh, that's another thing. How long does it stay in 900 lumen mode? Because 900 lumens might get hot, and this thing might automatically dim itself down to like 500 or something. Chemical resistant body, wireless charging, swivel base. You can adjust the base tension. Alright. I guess that's how easily it swivels. So on-off switch, press and hold for dimming, double press for turbo mode. The other brightness lowest level, 70 lumen, 720 on high, double press for turbo mode, 900 lumen, brightness for spotlight, 150 lumen, operation time, lowest level, 70 lumen, 20 hours. High, which was 720 lumen, 4.5 hours. Turbo mode, 3.5 hours. Operation time for spotlight, 9 hours. So I would assume most people are going to be using this thing in high mode, 720 lumen, 4 hours. That's enough. If anything's taken longer than 4 hours to repair, I would be going in for a break at that point, so the light could probably charge up for half an hour or an hour. Charge time via USB-C, 3 hours. That's directly plugged into the flashlight. Charging time via charging pad. Wow, 6 hours. Takes over double the time using the charging pad. So if you're in a hurry, you better just plug it right into the flashlight. IP rating, 65. IK rating, I don't know what IK rating is. I'd have to Google that. 07. Working temperature, 10 to 35 Celsius. And then it just shows you what the green lights mean, charging versus discharging. Let's take a look and see what we get. There's the spotlight. There's I would assume that's the 720 lumen. And that's off. Let's try double pressing her. Is that 900? That's 900. That's fairly bright. The dimming's a little awkward. If you're trying to get it as low as it can go, you really can't, because it just keeps on cycling. It doesn't stop at the dimmest. All right. Well, a little bit. So basically what I'm doing here is that spot mode. Press it again. You get 720. Hold it till it reaches the desired. Once it goes off in the lowest mode, so if it's at 720 right now, you hold it, it'll dim, and as soon as it kind of clicks itself off and then on, you let go and it seems to stay in the dim mode. I don't know, a little bit complicated. That would be 720. That would be 70. And then you just got your modes in between. So 720, 900, off, 720, let go, goes into dim mode. Alright. Holy frig, I can't see squat. Holy dump. Friggin' eyes are torched. Alright. It's out of here. I don't know if I like the way the USB cable plugs in sideways, but probably not a big deal at the end of the day. Oh, it's got an LED. Tell you it's on. Alright, let's see what's going on here. And we just plunk it on there. Boom. I don't know. I don't see. Maybe it doesn't charge through the bottom. Somehow I don't think it does. I'm guessing it don't. I don't see any LEDs right there. What about charging this way? Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, it's got to be laying flat on it. There's the red LED, and there's, you can see the green one blinking up top there, indicating we're charging. Okay, so it's got to be laying flat to charge. It doesn't charge just dumping it on there. Try the other side. Nope. Seems like it would be a bit more handier having them sticking straight up in the air like that. But I guess if it's stuck to the side of your toolbox, as far as gravity is concerned, it's better to just have it laying flat. Well, seems to work. Seems to work. There's the charger. The charger's got a little bit of weight to it. It's plastic, but it's not, it doesn't seem too flimsy. It could take a couple of drops on the floor. I don't know if it would fare well dropping it from about 5 feet in the air. I mean, if it landed right on its corner, you could crack it or something. But oh, and I should mention it's got screw holes for mounting it. So let me just use the light here. Yeah, see, it's got some screw holes for mounting it. Does it stay at whatever mode it was? Yeah, it does. Yeah, yeah, it's got screw holes for mounting it, so it's not bad. All right, so I don't see any reason to keep this thing plugged in when we're not using it. The charging base, that is. I'm not a production shop where I always need it plugged in. Oh. So there you go, guys. That is your Astro. What was it again? 90SL. And your Astro wireless charging pad. It would be cool having two lights, but I think for me that would be overkill. If I was, doing a lot of work and like, production shop type nonsense, yeah, maybe I could see that it would make sense, but let's face it, man, I'm just a one-man band here. All right. Keep these little papers. Keep that in there for what it's worth. Let's turn the lights off in the garage. Okay, so there's the hot water tank over there. There's no way you could do any work on it with that crappy little amount of light. Say something happened, frig sakes, man, I don't know, and you had to turn the hot water tank off for some reason. Here's the little light mode. What was this? 200 lumen, 250 lumen. It's not bad. It will get you by. All right, let's turn the side light on. There we go. What mode are we in here? That's 750. That's 70 lumen. Let me put you down here so you can see without me moving the camera too much. So 70, about 70 lumens, wasn't it? So you hold it, it blinked, let it go. There's your 750. There's your turbo. All right, so in turbo mode, yeah, you could easily figure stuff out. A little bit of stuff there coming off. All right, so yeah. And then if you need anything in between, well, you can just kind of turn down. Yeah, it definitely gives you a good light, good amount of work light. And depends how good that is. It doesn't really have enough power to hold itself up. Let me put you back over there for a sec. So yeah, doesn't have enough power to hold itself up. Wants to fall. I guess maybe if you, does this part here swivel? Never figured that out. The other ones did. Oh, this one doesn't. It's the base that swivels on this one. I think it's probably because it's round, but what's the likelihood you're going to be using it on something round? I'd say, better than average, right? Let's go back to lowest. blinked. 70. It blinked. 750. And it won't go any higher, it'll go down from this point. Blinked. That's 70. As soon as it blinks, you let it go, but you can adjust it anywhere in between. So if you just want it a little brighter, well, heck, that's probably 200, 300. You want it a little brighter, oh, there's 750. And that's turbo mode. Okay, you know what? All right, this weird thing here, guys, I'll be a monkey's uncle if I ever figured out what the heck this is for. It's got a weird switch right there that, and it's got a phone line going into it. I'm not touching this goofy weird thing. I'd like to know what the hell it actually is, man, but I'm kind of, you know, it's so old and it probably hasn't been turned on in 15 years that I'm afraid if I touched it, it would probably start smoking and blow up. I think the magnet could have been a little more powerful, maybe, in my opinion. But it's all right. Oh, it'll hold on to there, no problem. So if you know you're doing something in, problem is it wants to rotate. There we go. Wants to rotate. But that's not bad. You can easily muck around and see what's in there. What I've liked, the one that the other guy had, you could rotate, you could bend this part here. This one, it just swivels at the magnet part. All right. Well, let's head back out into the garage. Okay, and then when you're not using it, you just put it on your toolbox. I don't know if you can put it on this way. It has no magnet power that way. It's got to be it's got to be on this way. Like that. Which is not bad. All right. Oh, is that my humidity in here? Okay, so there you go. What's the temperature in here? 15, but that's because it's heated garage. I don't keep the heat up very high. And there's my laser level. All right, so going on 2:30. Why don't we call it quits for the day? That is the Astro Tools, what was it, 90 SL, 90 SL, 900 lumen work light. In my opinion, if you're still messing around with extension cords and trouble lights, you know, you're nowhere, man. That was 20 years. That was, well, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, man. It is way more convenient having batteries, other than, you know, you've always got to be worrying about charging the friggin' things, but, you know, that's nothing, man. Whatever, just keep it charged. And then I suggest buy a good one. Don't buy some POS at Harbor Freight, or, well, for me it'd be Canadian Tire or something or whatever. And the battery lasts like, you know, 45 minutes or something. You know, that's nothing. That's a waste of time. All right, so let's call it good. I'm going to do a flashlight roundup one of these days, just because. But I hope you enjoyed the little, not really a review, just having a look at what $150 gets you nowadays as far as a flashlight goes. I would say if you're looking for, if you're going camping with this, no. It's good in the tent, But anytime you're outside doing like trekking or camping or anything like that, I might use this, like I said, in the tent or something like that, or in the car. If you're doing some in-car camping, like a lot of people seem to be doing nowadays. But I would also invest in a proper spotlight type regular flashlight. Don't get something at Home Depot for 25 or 30 bucks. In my opinion, get a real flashlight like a Surefire or something like that, or your Phoenix. I got a Phoenix 900 lumen little spotlight. I mean, man, the thing is like only, you know, that long. It's only like barely the size. It's about the length of a Sharpie and maybe a little bit thicker than a Sharpie. And the thing just throws light like nobody's business, man. Holy cow, the thing is so bright. And it charges through USB, so everybody has some way of charging through USB nowadays. Even if you're just getting, even if you just use a cigarette lighter adapter with a USB end on it, you know, doesn't matter if you're driving a car that's a year old or 15 years old, you can charge USB stuff nowadays. And I would assume if you're going camping nowadays as well, you're gonna probably bring some kind of a little battery thing with you, like a Jackery or a EcoFlow or whatever the case may be. You know, you gotta, you know, you're gonna be a little bit more prepared than just, you know, heading off for camping overnight and all you bring with you is, you know, a $10 flashlight in your iPhone type thing. You know, make sure that you have enough lights with you, flashlights, and make sure you have a way to charge them. You don't want to be caught with your pants down and no way to charge anything, and your phone is down to 15% and your flashlight's, you know, got one LED indicator as far as the power goes on it. So bring enough batteries, or bring ways to charge this stuff, and you're good to go. All right, let's leave it at that, guys. Give her a thumbs up, subscribe, really helps me out, man. We're at like 96 subscribers. Oh, let's break the 100 mark, man. I would love to see 100 subscribers. I'm trying to hit YouTube a bit harder, but we're kind of in a little bit of a hiatus here for winter because it's so cold and crappy out, we can't do anything. I've got a lot of cleanup to do this year. I've got to, first things first, I'm going to fix the truck radiator, and I'm going to get all my garbage out of here that's piling up because we don't have municipal pickup. We got to go to the dump, which is a pain in the hooski, man. And then as soon as the weather gets nicer, I'm hitting it, man. I got firewood to cut. I want to make a couple of cheesy cabinets for over there, and I want to make a couple for in the shop to keep storage and putting stuff on. I've got a few pieces of pink insulation I want to use up in the wall to get that out of the way, which is just kind of dogging my backside and it's always in the way. And I'm just leaving it where it is because I can't keep moving insulation from A to B back to A again because you're kicking up too much dust and insulation fibers and all that. You got to wear a respirator when you go in there anyway. The old lawnmower, she's waiting to be fired up. And we're going to do a, let me turn you the lawnmower a little bit. We're going to be doing a transmission oil change before we even do anything with this thing this year. Takes 20 W50 transmission fluid. Crazy, man. But blade's all sharp, underneath is all cleaned up. Just got to change the tranny fluid, and we're ready to mow. Oh yeah, and top it up with gas, but hey man, that's whatever. We got to change the oil Changing the oil in the Kubota BX, no big deal. And change the tranny fluid in the Ram, no big deal. Well, that's going to be a little bit more on the upper end of stuff I've never done. I've never changed transmission fluid in a car ever. I think the last time I did it, it had a drain plug, but this one doesn't have a drain plug. I think you can buy a Ram tranny pan with a drain plug in it from like eBay or something like that. I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother. Since you only do it like once every 5, 6, 7 years, and probably by then you're going to be wanting to remove the pan to change the filters anyway, so yeah. And we're still not done with the Kinetico water softener. That's waiting to be done. Where Proho's really going to be testing his skills when he's soldering. Hoo hoo hoo. Yikes. Okay. Like I said, guys, give her a like, give her a subscribe. And this is your old buddy Dwoodog signing off. Sayonara.